Hi, it's Lisa from Perfect Balanced Diet, and I am really a big advocate of using Ayurveda to help us improve our relationships, because Ayurveda is all about us learning who we are, and then when we know who we are, it helps us to better understand and have empathy for other people and how they are too. So the idea is we're learning to accept and understand people as they are, instead of trying to turn them into something or someone we think they should be. So let's look at each of the different personality types. And of course, everybody's a combination, so you're not going to fit just in one slot. But Vata types are easily distracted. They're very creative people. They're a lot of times people who have ADD, it's really just they have a Vata imbalance because they have too much Vata in the system. So they need to be warmed up and calmed down a little bit. So for people with who have a Vata, who are Vata dominant in their personalities, you do need to be really patient with them and let them have an outlet for their creativity, especially like with little kids. These are not the kids who are going to necessarily do what you want them to do when you want them to do it, but they have an idea of what they think would be new and fun and exciting. They love novelty in anything. You know, it could be, most kids would have, oh, what's your favorite animal? They'll say a dog or a cat. Well, the Vata kid might say, oh, a muskrat or an iguana or something. You know, that's kind of how they are. They like the unusual and the novel. So when you're thinking about your Vata friend, the two dominant senses are touch and sound, hearing. So if a Vata is upset and you want to calm them down, you could give them a hug. You could just pat their shoulder really firmly, you know, so they feel more grounded. And you can also talk to them because they tend to be auditory learners and really sweet, calming sounds, you know, and just by saying, you know, it's okay, everything's going to be okay, because Vatas can get anxiety. And so if they're having a panic attack, if you're just saying, it's okay, you're fine, everything's going to be fine, you know, that helps to calm them down. Okay, so then Pitta types. Pitta types are very intense. They're very intelligent. Pitta types can tend to be workaholics, you know, because they're so ambitious and they want to get things done. They make good leaders, they make good bosses and everything, but you know, they can also be bossy when they're out of balance. So you want to keep them cool. You want to keep them so that they're expressing their Pitta in the best way possible. So the good thing for them to calm them down is anything like coconut. The smell of coconut, coconut oil, things like that help to calm them down. Put them, especially little kids, in a leadership position. Let them make decisions. You know, that helps them feel in control, and they love that kind of thing. Challenge them intellectually with puzzles and things like that. They love it. And the dominant sense for Pittas is vision or sight. You know, the seeing is the strongest. So when you want to explain something to them, write it down or you know, draw a picture, something like that, because they're really big on charts and graphs and things like that. They're analytical, so that's how their brain works, and that'll help explain things to them better, whatever it is you want them to understand. Okay. So then Kapha people, you know, it's earth and water. They're a lot more relaxed. They're a lot more easygoing. It's like water off the duck's back. You know, it takes a lot for them to get angry. But they're very loyal. They're fiercely loyal. But when they're out of balance, that loyalty can get into be jealousy or possessiveness, and we don't want that. So they need to have motivation and stimulation. They can get lazy, so you need to always encourage them and motivate them and get them going like that, you know. So spicy foods are good, and bright colors are good for them. You know, they can get depressed and stuff. So the best thing I say for Kaphas is exercise and socialize. Get them around a lot of people where they're really stimulated. Get them running and going so the blood is flowing, and that helps them to be their best as well. So the dominant senses for Kapha are smell and taste. So Kappas tend to have a sweet tooth. They definitely go after desserts and things like that. But if you can make delicious meals so that they're getting all those 6 flavors and they feel satisfied so that they don't need to go after dessert after dinner, then they're not going to have such a trouble with weight gain. So it kind of helps us to understand how all of the 3 doshas operate, how we can get along with them, and how we can help them to stay in balance. As long as we're helping ourselves stay in balance as well, it'll help our communication, it'll help our relationships in general. So I hope that helps. Talk to you later.